Welcome to First Things First. I'm Matty Mills. My pronouns are he and him. And before we get started, we'd like to acknowledge the custodians of the land on which we record. And for me today, that's the Gadigal People of the Eora Nation. And look, I am flying solo today. It's just me here with one of my really good friends, Emily. How are you, Em?
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
Now, unfortunately, Brooke is away, but I called in the troops and you're here to hold the fort, hold it down with me. How are you feeling about coming on First Things First?
I'm so excited. Honestly, I've loved the podcast, long time listener, but loved you even more. So I'm really happy to be here. Yeah.
Well, last week, Brooke had her two best friends on and they dug up some dirt on Brooke. I'm hoping that we, are able to unravel some of our timeline of our friendship, but not too deep, okay? Okay, go easy on me.
Guys, I've got all the dirt. Honestly, if anyone has the tea, it's me. So
you
I'm
do.
ready to
I
spill
mean,
it.
Our friendship goes back so far. Like we are now, friends way more than a decade. We are friends since high school, since we were little, Em and Matt.
Yeah.
And we have so many stories to tell. But I want to see if you remember the first time we met. Do you remember?
I don't know if this is the first time we met, but I remember we were at a party for all the boarders in Scone, my hometown.
Yeah.
And Matt was there with the boys.
Yeah.
And I
What
just
was your first impression? Tell me.
Love at first sight, Matt. Honestly, many a dance floors we've been at, you and I just click on the dance floor. I think that was like the best way to meet you.
Yeah, we danced on many dance floors. We were I would say we were 14 and 15. Yeah. Around 15 probably.
I think we're 15, yeah.
15, and now we're 13 years on. There has been a lot of experiences that we've shared, a lot of ups and downs. We haven't just connected through high school. We then went on to live with each other after high school, and then we worked together at one point.
Yeah, there's Matt has been through a long journey with me. Matt even back in the day dated one of my friends.
Yes, I did.
His very first girlfriend.
Yeah, my first love.
His first love.
Shout out. Should we give her a shout out?
Up to you.
Shout out to the first love, Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless.
So she was one of my close friends, which meant I got to see Matt a lot. He would come to my school.
In the middle of the night?
I'm not sure if we can say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you definitely know me as well as anyone, I would say, especially amongst my friendship circles. I found that, I've recently reconnected with what I call my lifers, who are you, Ollie, the people who know me before I went off and did my thing in the industry. I went and made a lot of new friends, but I feel like I've recently had this, journey, I would say, of rediscovering what's important in my life, and I found that that led me to my really good friends, back to my really good friends. But I want to go back to the moments when we were young, where we had no idea what was going on. We had such fun. We were full of life, and we lived in this really beautiful home in Stanmore. This house was, I want to tell, I want to draw a picture of this house, paint a picture of this house.
It was amazing. It was too nice for some 20-year-olds.
How did we get the lease?
I don't know how we got that.
I don't know, because there were four of us. We were all poor. We had no money. We ended up in this, I would say, beautiful standalone terrace house. Yeah. It was bigger than any house I'd ever lived in, for sure. It was double level. It had a back courtyard, 4 bedrooms, a lounge room, a whole front yard. It was I would say, a couple of $1 million, this property.
Yeah, it was too nice for us, but we honestly had the best time in that house. Not a single thing in the cupboard. No. We would go get sushi and mainly drink.
We would.
Many a times Matt would be on the kitchen table dancing, hanging from a tree outside. Yeah, there was one time so this is seriously in Matt's peak peak party era.
Peak of my party era, for sure.
Yeah. And one night, so Matt and I worked with him doing makeup, but back in the day we used to work at a restaurant together. And before I got him the job, I would come back at 1 a.m. at night and I hear this noise. I'm asleep and it's 5 a.m. and I come downstairs and there's 20 people in our dining room dancing, singing, screaming, and I was and do you think I knew any of those people?
No.
Do you think Matt knew any of those people?
You know who those people were? When the lights came on at the club, I put my hand up and I said, everyone's coming back to mine.
And I wasn't as happy as I usually would be when I've had a few drinks. I was a little bit tired and a tad grumpy, so I may have ditched the house before any police would come from a noise complaint.
Or just in case something seriously bad happened, you were like, I don't want to be involved in this.
Like, I'm getting out of
You
here.
want to know, I actually remember that night, like I remember the start of the night and then I remember the moment where I realised this is too much. Like these people have got to go, and I've possibly destroyed my friendships over this little after party that I'm having. But I just remember looking around and just seeing all these strangers, and like one guy was peeing outside, one guy was like doing shots, these other two were fighting in the courtyard. I was just like out of my depth as well, and like I was quite intoxicated, and I just remember thinking, it's now getting to about 9 a.m. in the morning. Like, who's gonna call it? The birds have been chirping for hours.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly,
it was too much.
Your housemates were out of there.
Yeah, you were gone. Ollie was
gone.
on a farm somewhere in the middle of New South Wales. Zara had left a long time ago. It was me holding the fort down. I didn't do a good job. I just let everyone in. It was like an open door policy at that point. I remember actually going to the bathroom upstairs and being like, cold water? I got to refresh my face. I need to get
these
people out. Otherwise, like, some trouble's going to go down here. It just was getting to that point in the night or the morning that I was like, okay, I got to call it. Otherwise, someone's going to call the cops and I'm going to get arrested.
Yeah. Honestly, thank God though. Nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened, but that was definitely a moment in our friendship where you were like, you know what? I'm done with you. You got to sort this shit out and I'm going. Yeah. But, I mean, we worked together, and I remember, you know, going to Channel 9 in the day and then coming to Woodlands Restaurant in Neutral Bay to work in the evening. But one memory I have of working with you is that I came in late to the job, obviously. Like, you were already there. You had already created your relationships. And I came in and sort of, like, stole all the attention, I would say.
Yeah, Matt was absolutely the personality hire, and we loved him for that. Honestly, our manager was obsessed with Matt. He adored Matt, rightly so.
Shout out to him. What was his name?
Robert. Clearly a big impact on you.
Lovely Robert.
No, we loved Robert. Yeah. And honestly, Matt would call in, I'm too tired to come in. First one to be let go.
Yeah.
Like,
because I had places to be afterwards.
You had to go out.
Go out, go and party, you know.
You had to go out for the third time that week. Yeah, he knew that. And we got to Christmas time and Matt got this like beautiful wallet from Inku, and I was like,
it was something de Son, the French brand.
Oh, Comme des Garçons.
Comme des Garçons.
Nice little like.
And bougie. It was hundreds of dollars. And this was my Kris Kringle vibe.
That's how much Matt was loved by legit everyone, but Robert was obsessed. Yeah.
The wallet was great, and I felt really, really happy until we got in the car afterwards and you were like, look what I fucking got, a pair of sunglasses that cost $50. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But in saying that, you know what my thought was? That it was a hand-me-down. I thought that maybe...
What, your wallet?
Yeah, like
the sunnies?
The sunnies were definitely a hand-me-down. They were some washed-up gift that nobody wanted. No, I definitely feel like the Comme des Garçons wallet was his wallet that somebody gave him and then he just didn't like it and maybe gave it to me. But
absolutely not.
You don't think so?
No, he loved you.
Yeah. Bless his soul. He's obviously not with us anymore. So shout out to
Robert. Shout
out to Robert.
Yeah.
And he did have an impact on me actually. You know what? He showed me that you should live life to the fullest, and if you don't want to go to work, don't go.
To work. And that's definitely what you did.
Oh, well, look, I love those years. I mean, they were the formidable years of like shaping myself as a human being and also like learning what not to do, I feel. What do you feel like have been some of the challenges in our friendship? So,
how many years ago was it? 2 years ago, there was a time when Matt and I had a tiny bit of falling out. As Matt said in last week's podcast, we don't really like to address things. We're both Geminis. We're both people pleasers, and
we walk on eggshells a little bit.
Yeah. Not that we walk on eggshells. Actually, that you're going to say something.
You don't. What are you talking about? You're someone who would just tell it straight.
Yeah, I feel like I used to, but there was things that I was just like, I'm just done, and I can't even bother to talk about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a time where Matt was a little bit flaky, just a little bit, and
we don't like flaky.
definitely not anymore.
No.
But as much as he tried to see me, and I was just like, no, I'm done. And I was stubborn. And yeah, and then we reconciled and we had a really mature conversation and was like, hey, what you did really hurt me, which we usually never would do. We would just sweep it under the rug, pretend like nothing had happened. And I think we both took accountability and like, we're like, yeah, this is a proper grown-up friendship. We can move on, and actually I think it's the strongest our relationship has been.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes in relationships, like those moments are needed. And it's like sometimes you need to get to a sticky point to address something. And like otherwise it just goes, you know, sort of by the wayside and nobody wants to bring it to the surface.
Yeah.
But like,
and it's very surface level friendship then.
Yeah, totally.
If you're not saying the things that bother you.
If you're not able to express yourself. Yeah, 100%. I feel like our friendship obviously involves our other friend Oliver as well. And we're all quite similar. Like
we're all Geminis.
We're all Geminis.
I don't know what that means.
The 3 Geminis. Like, and we are either like, we are totally like fireworks when we're together. And I think that Ollie and I are sort of more chaotic friends, and we're like very much like crazy energy, like that just ignites when we're together. And you've always been the one friend that has sort of reined us in a little bit with your calm energy. Like you have this way of being able to like calm us down a bit, and when we're around you we don't go as crazy. I would say
kind of like the mama chook.
The mama chook. We call each other the chooks. Do you remember where that came from?
Was that Cheryl and Barnes?
Cheryl and Barnes.
Shout out.
Oh, shout out to bloody Cheryl and Barnes. She used to send us weird videos online, remember? She's listening to this.
I know. Shout out.
Okay, so there are a couple of questions here that I'm going to just, you know, throw at you because I'm ready just to hear the straight facts, right?
Yeah.
I want to know the truth.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this is the moment. We're in a safe place and you can tell me really how you feel.
Well, all the listeners are in for a big one.
Okay, so what is the worst thing that I've done in our friendship?
Apart from bringing back random people
The gathering
to
at
our
9
house.
a.m. The uncalled for gathering.
I honestly, you haven't done anything really bad. I honestly think that it was in a period of time where both of us are a little bit selfish and just a bit flaky and weren't really there.
Yeah.
But no, you haven't done anything.
Well, I'll
that's
admit
like
something.
Me.
Do you remember that one guy that you brought home to the house that I thought was gay? And I was like, I think that he's like gay.
Did you get with him?
No, I'm only kidding.
I'm like, oh my God.
What was his name?
Alan.
And he was sitting on your bed and I was flirting with him. I just had this vibe. I was like, the gaydar's going off. Bing, 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 bing,
Oh my
bing.
God. You know what? I would have loved that for the plot if you had done that.
Can you imagine?
That wouldn't even be bad.
If I just admitted that right now. But I don't feel like you've ever done anything wrong to me either. Like, I don't think you've even come close to doing anything, you know, that's hurt me. I feel like the good thing about us as we sort of grew and became older, I feel like we became really accountable for our own actions. And like we're people who are happy to be like, you know what, you know, if that's the way it made you feel, I'm sorry, and apologize and be able to like talk about things. That's probably why we don't have big flare-ups, because we're not like doing anything that are huge deal breakers in our relationship where it's like going to hurt you.
Absolutely. I think, taking accountability is really important in a friendship, and understanding, it may have not been my intention, but I'm so sorry. I had no idea. So, Matt has been honestly an amazing friend. Always someone so fun to go out with. My mum loves him. I think.
My God, shots with your mum.
Yeah, so my mum loves Matt. Honestly, probably more than me. So she's obsessed with Matt. Always has been.
I love her. Whenever I see her.
She thinks Matt is just such a motivational person, and like big shout out to you. But one day you were away. This was when you were working with Buzz, and you were back for like the shortest amount of time, and it was the day before Christmas Eve.
Yes.
And Matt was like, I want to see you. I'm only here for a short amount of time. And you're like, and I want to see your mum. And I was like, no, he doesn't want me to come. And you're like, no, I do. And we went to where was it? The winery? Yeah, in Surrey Hills.
The first time I ever had a Tempranillo, and now I love them.
I know you love them. And we were drinking. We're like, oh, yeah, okay, so we're having some drinks, having some food. And then you're like, okay, as Matt did, let's keep the party going.
What's the next level? Where do we go from
And Mum
here?
was like, no. Like, we've already been drinking all afternoon. No. And I was like, yeah, no, I have a 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. shift at Mecca when I was working there. And we were persuaded so easily. And where did we end up? The Beresford. And Matt was buying, there's just 3 of us, rounds of 9. So we'd have 3 drinks each.
Wow, what?
You were going crazy. He's like, I'm here to party. I've been working my ass off. And then my mum and I, while you'd return, would pour them down the sink in the bar.
Oh, my life.
We were like,
no way.
No,
Why was I buying 9 drinks, 3 each, just
Yeah.
so we would just get drunk quickly?
Yeah.
Wow.
And my mum was like, no,
Oh, my God.
I can't do this. And
But she was still lit. Like,
honestly, we were still hungover on Christmas Day. We was
2 days later.
But that's Matt.
Oh, that was a fun night.
Yeah.
I you know what? I've always had fun with your mum. I feel like she's someone who I just get into conversation with, and then it's like D&M for 2 hours, and then somewhere on a dance floor.
Yeah.
And so, and I love that. But you know what I found? That I'm friends with a lot of middle-aged women, and you know what? They're good people.
Honestly.
Like, I feel like
She gives the best advice.
she gives the best advice,
Yeah.
but she's also like someone who wants to have deep chats, and I'm someone who like likes to go deep.
Yeah.
But then when I'm ready to party, it's like, do not talk to me. I'm on a dance floor with my shirt off, swinging it around.
Honestly. And she was slut dropping. So
She was
having
at the
the best
Beresford.
time.
She was having the best time.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know, what are some big like no-nos for you when it comes to friendship? Because for me, there are a couple of things that have come up lately within certain friendships.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to decipher whether it's worthwhile reinvesting in those friends. So one of the things for me is if I only connect with somebody when I'm drinking or when I'm out at an event and there's no communication after that, and you have a really fun time with these friends, and a lot of them are industry people, have a really good time, really good night, but then there's no friendship outside of those environments. Are they real friends, or should I put them in the acquaintance
Yeah,
box?
or just like a party friend.
A party friend.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want party friends anymore, you know?
I know. We've been good.
Yeah.
We've been not hitting the clubs, we've been hitting the Bay Run.
Yes, we have.
We've been
Yeah.
walking. No, I haven't been partying for quite a while, but
Yeah.
I think for friendship, it's a two-sided thing. If you're always the one person putting in the effort,
Yeah.
always on reaching out, always organising things, I think that's for me is a big part of friendship, that it's
Yeah.
never 50-50, because sometimes friends need more from
Yeah.
you and vice versa. But
Yep.
I think that's a big thing. And also, wanting the best for your friend. I think that's really important.
Yep.
And sometimes you have to put aside your emotions and
Yeah.
or putting aside how you feel.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something that I so value in you, because going through a breakup, currently you and I have been very in similar situations. We've been
Yeah.
with our partners for 5 years, and it can be really difficult.
Yep.
And you being like, I just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
And we'll put that person aside.
Yeah.
And giving really level-headed advice and just being there.
Yeah.
I think that's a
I
really
think.
nice friend.
Oh, I'm glad that helped, because I feel like that comes from experience. But
Absolutely.
for me, I'm starting to cycle through sort of the different friendship groups. Like, this is more of a mental thing, but like going, who are the people that I want in my life and I want to really invest in for long-term friends who are going to be like my people.
Yeah.
And the other people I'm not going to invest in, and I'm not going to
Yeah.
continue to give energy and time to, because I feel like I've done that for, I would say, around 6-7 years now. Put myself in trying to become friends with people who I feel like just aren't the right fit for my life, you know? And
Absolutely.
I think that as you become older and become more mature, you start to figure that one out. I want to play a game of how well do we know each other, okay? Oh my God, I'm nervous. Okay, oh, wait, no, I don't know if... Okay,
Matt's going to flop.
I'm going to fucking flop. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, okay, I'm looking at...
You can just ask me and I'll see
Okay,
if I know
that's a
them.
fun one. Yeah, let's do that.
I don't want to embarrass him on his own show.
No,
so.
but I feel like that... Okay, how about we can just pick these questions out of the air? We don't need to look at this sheet.
No, I want you to...
Oh, okay, I know what you're doing
No,
now.
I'm
Okay,
kidding, I'm kidding.
Okay, so look, I will say... Okay, the first question is, what is my birth date?
So as we said, we're all Geminis.
Yep. That narrows it down.
And it's in May.
Yes.
It's the 26th.
Yes. Okay, 1 point for you.
Do you know mine?
Yes, it's in June.
Yeah.
And it is... Okay, there's 2 dates. Okay, there's 2 dates.
Okay, I'll let you pick the 2 dates. Hopefully they're right.
It's either...
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm gonna do higher or lower. Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna say a date in the middle of the 2 that I have, and then I'm gonna pick one.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 8th of June, which
Higher.
yes, okay, it's the 13th.
No.
12th. No, 11.
11.
Oh, I was so close.
You were so close.
Oh, I
I
feel
know.
really terrible. Okay, well, at least now I know. And I'll make sure that
I'm going to expect a big birthday present.
Yeah,
this
you
year
will.
for
I so
getting
thought it was the... Why did I... Because Ollie's is the 5th or 6th, and I thought yours was the 12th or 13th.
Yeah, well, close.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Okay, so what's each other's middle name? You know mine. I know you know mine. Here we go. Is yours really obscure?
I've got a million names. I've got 5 names. So my mum was like...
Way to stitch your brother
I know.
up.
So we have more options now. Yours is Joel.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was your Instagram handle. So
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
ingrained in my brain.
I'm going to throw a name out there. Bethany.
So really, I'm just friends with Matt. And he
Emily.
doesn't...
Jane.
No.
Jade.
No.
July.
No.
No. Okay, how many middle names do you have?
I've got 2 middle names, plus my mum's maiden name is one of my middle names as well.
Okay, well, I think your middle name is English.
There we go. There's one of them. It's Daisy Victoria.
Daisy.
Daisy and then Victoria.
You've never told me that, ever.
Probably
No.
not. It's long.
Yeah, that's long. I didn't know you had 5 names.
Yeah.
Wow, are you like a royal?
No, mum was like, her dad was, because she also has a lot of names, and he was like, if I can't give you much, I can give you names, they're for free. So
that's good.
she's given that to all of
And you know
all
what?
of
If you
us.
get in trouble, you can just knock one of them off and you can put it to someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now, what was each other's first job?
What's your first job? The Channel 9 job?
No. It wasn't. No, I actually worked when I was 13 years old. I was a young hard worker, thank you.
Was that babysitting? Or?
No, would never be trusted with a child. Actually, people in Tamworth trust anyone with children, so probably.
Was it?
But
Surely you weren't a little newspaper boy writing it.
no, but I was a takeaway shop person. What do you call those?
Were
Server.
you on the fryer?
Yeah, I was on the fryer. I made the salads. I served the people at the front. I was on the
What's
till.
the fryer arm when you're putting the salt on? How do you do it?
You basically just... It's going back a bit now. I feel very old. I'll just chuck the chips in and let them cook. Okay, what was your first job? Wait, I need to guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I believe that you ironed the local farm's washing. A little ironing lady.
Yeah, definitely no.
Yeah. Actually, no. I've seen when we used to live together.
I don't think I even have an eye.
No.
That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt today.
Oh.
No, it was like babysitting and working also at a cafe.
Yeah.
Dish pig.
Dish pig, yes.
Yeah, come a long way.
Mm-hmm. So you are on 3 and I'm on 0. A very humble 0, but this point is worth 5.
Okay.
This next point is worth 5.
Okay.
So hopefully you get it wrong and I get it right and then I win. But if we both get it, then we both win.
You know what? I'll give you 10.
Oh.
So you can
Really?
You're
See,
in
this
for a
is why
chance.
we're friends. See, we look out for each
Too
other.
easy on you.
Okay, so a random question that I'm just going to pick out of thin air. Okay. At what age did we have our first kiss? And don't forget, we hooked up on the dance floor once, remember?
Yes, Matt and I have kissed before.
We have.
You're saying ours or just your first kiss?
Well, did we kiss multiple times?
I don't remember.
I think we did. When we're out, we just have a little pash
A
on the
little
dance floor.
kiss.
A little kiss and dash.
At the
What is
gay
it called?
clubs.
Yeah. Okay, so our first kiss. When was your first kiss?
Wait, do I have to guess yours?
Yeah.
Okay, your first one was like, I reckon you were young. I reckon your first kiss was 13.
Oh, is that young?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. It was younger than that. And I had to stand on the
Was
gutter.
this just like a kiss or like a proper kiss?
You want to know something really crazy?
What?
That I found out that my first kiss, the girl who I kissed, was my cousin.
No!
Yeah, she was.
Oh my
And
God, no.
I had to stand on the gutter, and she was really tall, and I stand.
First cousin? Surely not.
Not my first cousin. She was just a cousin. And with blackfellas, that could be anyone, really. But I was standing on the gutter outside my house in Tamworth, and I was in year 7, so I would have been 12.
12, 13. Oh my
And
gosh.
She was tall, and she basically, like, when I went to kiss her, and I was like this. She put me up on the gutter like a, like a little doll.
I can't believe this
She
is on
literally
the
was
radio.
like moved to the gutter, and then I kissed her, and I was the same height. Okay, look, I'll give it to you. I think your first kiss was when you were 15. And I have a feeling it was at one of the boarding school parties.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding! Yes. Oh, well, look.
Well
I
done.
think that's a nice way to wrap it up, hey?
Yeah.
Reminiscing on
So
our first
many.
kiss, our friendship.
Spilling all the tea today.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Em, for
Thanks
coming
for
on. I
having
so
me.
appreciate it.
I
And
love-
look, if Brooke's ever away again, you're subbing in. You
thanks.
got the talent, girl.
I can be the next co-host.
Yeah. I would love that. All right, Chook, we'll love you and thank you so much. But that's
Thanks
all we
for
have
having
time
me.
for today. Thanks for listening to First Things First. If you love what you hear, leave us a little rating and a little review. And if you want us to cover anything on the pod, make sure you reach out via our socials. You can DM Brooke at brooke.blurton. You can DM me at It's Matty Mills. And my friend Emily's handle is...
At Face Envy.
Yes, she's an incredible makeup artist. So hit her up if you ever want your makeup done. Love you, mob. Bye.